really a necessity? For many students, homework has always been an annoyance. School already takes up the majority of a student's day. Why should work related to school be extended to homework? Teachers have always told me that school is a place for learning. In my head, I would answer, then why am I learning at home? I have observed that kids complain about homework, especially in middle and high school. But the question is homework really beneficial to students? Does it help their learning? Some research shows that homework does not help with the progression of students' learning. The argument goes that homework helps kids review and get more familiar with the content in the unit. But does homework really make students understand the information better? This is a picture showing that a kid is just out, he's just carrying all these books and he cannot, he's sweating, he cannot hold it anymore. And it says homework. This is how students feel when they're doing homework. Now, I would argue no. Some subjects like math or science don't really need to have homework. In my opinion, the more homework there is, the less students understand the subject that they're doing. Homework should not be given after school. School is a place for learning, home is a place to relax. Homework is all pain and no gain, says author Alfie Kahn. My parents keep telling me that practice makes perfect. Well, maybe not. There's little reason to believe homework is necessary, according to Mary Jane Serra, the academic administrator in the Kino School in Tucson, Arizona, which maintains a no homework policy across all grades. It's a K through 12 school. Homework is still a controversial topic. Debate over homework is an old one. Consultant Ken O'Connor suggests 8 guidelines for successful assessment. He pushes for a more standard-based way in determining grades. Homework is a burden. It shouldn't really be, it shouldn't be one of those things where teachers just give it so that they think the kids are learning something, when it's really just a review. You see here, there's a kid, he's in maybe high school, and he is just outwhelmed with homework. A formative assessment is to track students' grasp on a lesson, so that the teacher can adjust its teaching styles. But this kid is just outweighed with all this homework. This shows how much student knows when they take the formative assessment. It can help students learn what they need to learn in the classroom. This little boy looks like he's absolutely bored. There has been no study that has ever found a connection between homework and academic achievement. Very simply, too much of anything can be harmful, says Gerald Lentendre, head of Penn State Educational Policy Studies Department. Personally, homework doesn't help me learn certain subjects. In math, it's either I understand it or I don't. During class, redoing it, it doesn't really make a difference to me. Homework is customarily had a negative connection with many students. It's not the sole indicator of learning. Research on the connection between academic achievement and homework is not conclusive. Some tests show that homework did help children learn, but there's not enough evidence to prove how much homework can help a child learn. Debaters argue that homework teaches life skills, such as self-discipline, time management, and other non-school related skills. But kids have no choice in the matter of homework. They're not really exercising their judgment. From my experience, doing homework does not contribute to my learning. Students do not benefit at all from doing their homework when they do not want to do it. Instead, they tend to resent homework overall. Mary Jane Serra says children often choose to take their favorite parts of school home. A lot of what we see kids doing is continuing to write journals, practicing, taking experiments home to show their parents. Sitting glued to books after hours is unhealthy. Teachers shouldn't take homework for granted. as a routine activity, learning is a process that happens when students are putting forth a balanced effort. Their early control over education continues to serve them well. In college, they feel better equipped to manage their time and approach professors with questions, says Johanna Sorrentino, assistant editor at education.com. Homework is unavoidable to an extent. Homework could be interesting, if not interactive, but it's simply, but a simple amount of it and making it short to do and easy can be crucial to child learning. In my experience, homework is not a necessity. Students do not learn from homework. Homework is just a review. Students spend most of their day in the classroom. Why should that time be extended into homework? But that's not always the case. Homework should not be viewed as a routine activity, but as something that could be helpful and necessary for students to learn. Thank you.